I understand that the black man we have work to do. There is restoration on both sides, both black man and black woman. But I said that since you are an educated, intelligent sister, you have to educate and empower yourself about the time and the social conditions of our people. And so if you are in an interaction with a man, you have to develop a skillful set of knowing how to strengthen your man, to bring the strength out of him, not browbeat him, because most women can beat a man in arguments verbally. And that's why when you have an unrefined man and you have an unintelligent man, all he knows is what? The physical. So when you're whooping him verbally, all he knows is like, what? He in your mouth. We don't want that. We're not promoting that. That's not right. But what I'm saying, I said, an unrefined, unintelligent black man with no knowledge, and you're talking that way to him, basically you're basically taking this man right in front of him. Not empowering, not strengthening. And when we go out to the world is doing that. So when you right in front of us and you doing that, you become what? The punching bag. And that's not proper. And that's not right. So sisters have to empower yourself with knowledge and develop the strength. Like you said, we have to be strong. You have to develop the strength of patience and knowing when to hold your tongue. Because the minister was saying sometimes he would come in the house and rear it up. And he said Mother Khadijah would never confront him while he was up. When he calmed down, she sat next to him. Now look, this is what it is. And the way you talk to a man, you can get anything out of us. Anything. The most hardest brother, if he loved you, if you talk to him right, he'd be like, yeah, you're right, I was wrong. You know? But you have to develop that. Not, that's an excuse, and you can't do that. You have to say, okay, in your head, it might be an excuse in your head, but you have to skillfully say, babe, let's approach it in a different way. And you slowly and surely bringing out the best in that man. And next thing you know, he's looking around like, hey, well, how did I get here? It's because of you. The perfection of the female. That's how important the black woman is to the black man's restoration. What you saying?
Okay. I see what you're saying. But then I see what she's saying. Because in a way, it is an excuse. Because you can sit up here and be patient and be there for him. But if he's out here slanging, doing whatever he want to do, some of them got it in their head. That's the only thing they say. It's the system. It's the system. I got 3 strikes. I got 2 strikes or whatever. They always throwing it out there. So you get tired of hearing it. You can bend over backwards, be there for that man. Like, look, boo, we can find a job over here. Go look in this ad. You can bring home research. But if they already got it in their mental that, nah, this is how I'm making the money, there's only so much you can do. We can't keep just sitting up here being like, oh, okay, well, be patient and be with them and be with them. Next thing you know, you're 50 and he's still out there slanging, and you still, trying to be this, I got you, no.
But, keep your thought. But what we did say, I feel your point. I understand that point. But what did we say at first? You have the power of what? Choice. Yeah. The type of man that you choose. When you choose a man, is he on a path by himself? Like Brother Kenny was saying, that single thing, is he in the process of being whole in and of himself? What is he doing in and of himself? Does he read on his own? What does he do on his own? Because whatever he's doing on his own, and when you choose to you want to be with that man, is there something that you can work with to empower? Because a lot of times you might get with a man and he ain't even on the same path that you're on to empower something good or to bring something out. So you get with an already failing project because he got to want on his own, by himself, something better for himself. Yeah. And when he gets with you, you add to that through your support, through your expertise or whatever benefits you may have. The choice of the type of man. Not just because you're attractive, but what is he on? Is he going to school? Do you read? What's the latest book you read? dialogue about intellectual issues when it's not the physical thing going on.
One of the things I look for and is that it kind of goes along with what you were saying is about developing yourself, but also on some sort of spiritual path. Because I believe that none of this is going to change until we get our spirits in line, in order, and whole, just like you were saying. So I'm looking at any man I talk to, you need to be on some spiritual path that I'm compatible with. Working it, doing something.
On his own.
They're on his own, because that's where your values are going to come from too. So if I know some people who read, but they read, but they're not developing their spiritual selves. They read a lot, but it's not processing through a whole spirit or one that's in development of getting closer to whatever you call creator. It's just like a bunch of knowledge, but not wisdom. It's got to filter through that. So that's something I definitely.
Y'all gonna get mad at me. I'm gonna keep coming back to the same thing. Seriously, relationships have so much to do with the individual and singleness. See, I burden you less when I am whole. I understand my separateness, my uniqueness, and I work on me becoming whole. I need you for nothing. My glass is already full. It ain't half nothing. It ain't half full, half empty. It's full. All I'm asking you to do is don't take from it. So, while you, like you said, talking crazy to me at the wrong time, stuff like that. Look, I understand history very much, but I refuse to let the history, especially if it was not individually mine, I pay homage and I respect that it was our culture's history, but something that I haven't gone through, I refuse to have scar tissue over. And a lot of women, culturally, we have to understand a cultural understanding in relationship. See, we can talk about the other side of the fence and a lot of persuasion, and it's an entirely different set of issues. It has a lot to do with upbringing. A lot of black men has flown the coop and left women to do things that they weren't actually asked and called upon for God to do. So there's so much scar tissue there, it's hard for them to receive. You see what I mean? And women are receivers. I mean, I'm trying to be funny, but the physical nature and everything, they are receivers. We're givers, okay? So it's hard for you all to receive. So it's important for you to take time, effort, and energy to work on yourself and become fully single. Work on you being whole, because when you're whole, you need nothing from the man, and I need nothing from you. When I need nothing from you, you need nothing from me. We're capable and compatible to be together. Because I don't want 50% to anybody, and I don't want to give my 50% to anybody else to say some 100%. A real relationship is a 200% thing. So it's very important to know. God ain't never said, push you, rush you to say, you gotta have a husband, you gotta have a relationship partner. Never did. I read that bad boy 2 times. Never did. So it's take that burden off your shoulders. Certainly, if you want to multiply, then find yourself a husband, find yourself a wife. And multiplying is a good thing, and marrying is a good thing. He said you find a wife, you find a good thing. But take your time and exercise your singleness first. We rush so much for somebody to complete us. It ain't never gonna happen. And that's a burden that I don't want. I don't want to complete you. I don't need that burden. I gotta complete me first. And then I'm ready.